What is up, my friends, and welcome to another video. As you can see, I am already in game. I am playing a tournament. I decided to sign up for a cup as a follow-up to the Proxy Barracks video that I made. This cup is pretty stacked. It has a couple of really high-tier players and a couple of more mid-tier pros as well. I already saw Beyond in the brackets, one of the biggest fan-favorite Terrans of all time and world champion of 2016. Saw Nightmare in the brackets as well, who is a low-key, very strong Korean Protoss player. I would say probably top 5 Korean Protoss, so extremely strong. Now, my first match is going to be against Nikarakt, which is a Terran player. Not quite sure how familiar you guys are with him, but he is very strong, currently rated as the number 4 Terran player in Europe. I would say he is about the same as my skill level. He might be a little more in shape than me. If I was fully in shape, I'd probably be a little better, but for now, I think it's going to be very close. But I do want to say that he is a very difficult opponent for me to play against, and it's because he is one of those really aggressive Terrans that kind of just YOLOs a lot. You know, I try to play a little more calculated. Like, I play aggressive and I play cheesy, but I kind of tend to look at it like, okay, so he's probably going to have a unit here, so I'll go there or whatever. Here's more like, okay, I'm just going to go in and try to micro the best I can, even if, you know, he could have a defensive unit there. And I feel like I end up miscalculating a lot against those type of players. So it is going to be a tough one. But like I mentioned, today we're going to be doing a Proxy Barracks challenge. So we're going to Proxy Barracks every single game and see how that's going to go. Obviously going to be very hard against this caliber of player. Not going to lie, I was kind of hoping we would have a slightly easier opponent for round 1, but you know, it is what it is. Can't always get what you want. Now, I went for the Proxy Marauder in game number 1 because I thought he wouldn't be someone that would SCV scout, but just that would play a regular double gas. Now, I was wrong about that, so that is an unfortunate start. Maybe we can still deny something or whatever. Yeah, looks like there is a Reaper over here. Okay. No command center on the low ground yet, interestingly enough. Now, I'm not going to go with one Marauder. I at least want to get my concussor shells finished before I go up there. Get another depot as well. What would he make against this? I would kind of expect him to think that this was going to be a Proxy Reaper. Now he knows it's going to be Marauder, of course. Now let's pay very close attention. Oh, he went for the reactor first. That is pretty dangerous for him, actually. Yeah, this is going to be quite annoying for him to go up against, for sure. Now, the reason why I want this SCV alive is because I can make an engineering bay or anything on top of his ramp, and it's going to be really annoying for him to deal with because it's going to give me vision. Now, I'm about to get a Marauder, or sorry, a Hellion as well. It's going to make it very painful for him. As you can see, this has been incredibly tough for him to deal with already. Proxy Marauder really strong against double gas, by the way, for sure. Gotta be careful of the Reapers here. Okay. Let's get them. Oh, okay, we baited a grenade there. That's nice. Let's go up here now with the Marauders. We can get a Hellion already. That'd be nice. There we go. Maybe a Reaper as well. Let's see if I can supply block him. I'm not quite sure what his situation is like with the supply. I feel like they should probably be supply block him. I'm gonna get that as well. I think it's a good time for me to get a... Ooh, this is a good time to go in here. I was gonna say to get a starport. The GG is called. And okay, very comfortable game number 1. We actually didn't lose a single unit besides the SCV, so that is as close to a perfect game as I could have. I really needed that SCV to give me vision, by the way, so couldn't have avoided that loss there. But this was pretty much the best strategy I had for this best of 3. Started with it straight away. Proxy Marauder, I knew it'd be pretty good against him. Honestly, really wasn't expecting the SCV scout. But even then, once he scouted us, he still played it a little bit too greedy. It is really quite difficult to defend the Proxy Marauder. And look at this, right? He's playing... Oh, he went for the expansion too. All right, I was expecting some kind of starport play. I was about to be afraid that I was too greedy. Like, maybe I should have made a tech lab after the first or second Hellion so I could make a Cyclone against the potential Liberator. But it worked out very well. That's a great start to the series. Probably slightly tilting for him. Let's go to game number 2. Game number 2 is going to be on Pylon, and I'm actually very happy with how these maps lined up. First of all, I made sure to veto all the maps that had a ramp in the natural, because I knew it would be way tougher to actually get a proxy up. Like, it's just more annoying to get up the natural, right? Like, they could have different kind of defenses, and you don't really want to deal with a natural ramp. So the last game, I thought it was going to be really good for Proxy Marauder. This map, I think, is going to be better for Proxy Reaper, mostly because the distances are quite large. So, like, getting over here from the natural is quite far. Takes quite a long time, I should say. And I think Proxy Reaper is going to have a little more opportunity there. Now, Proxy Reaper is a... You know, it's a very... How would I say this? The results are very close usually. Like you want to get like one unit and then you're going to be in a lead. If you don't get the unit, all of a sudden you're in trouble. Like you really need to get every little micro battle going your way that you can. And Nukerock, genuinely, last game it was kind of hard to see because the situation was just good for us, but he's really good at the Reaper Hellion micro, so this is not the cheese that I would, normally choose against him, but we'll see. I obviously, we're always good at my Reaper micro as well. So maybe it is going to be a nice challenge. I already have a plan for game number 3 as well. I think I'll probably go for some kind of fake proxy just to trip him out. Obviously in a tournament, I need to add the mind games a little bit. I can't always go for only straight up proxies like that. It would be really cool. But I think the fake proxy once a series is going to be a good idea to just confuse my opponents a little bit. Because the thing is, they know I'm doing these kind of challenges, right? Like, they all know. Whenever they see me sign up, they're already like, okay, what kind of BS is he going to do today? So if I proxy next to their base every single game, they're going to start blind countering it. It's just going to be unpleasant, right? So I think adding it once a game is just going to be smart. Now, if he looks at my base carefully, he should already know that this is a different proxy. I don't know how common proxies are these days, so it's possible that he would misread it, but I think after that scout, he should probably realize that this is going to be a proxy Reaper. Let's see, I'm gonna attack over... Oh, that's such a good start for me. Oh, it's so crazy for going out there, by the way. That's incredibly greedy. Let's see. Okay, so he has a depot over here. It looks like he was maybe expecting a proxy Marauder again after all. Let's go for some micro. I need to target the Reaper. There we go. That's really good. Oh, that is such a good start for me, guys. Can I get that? I think I'm gonna get it. Oh, that Reaper cannot fall. What are you doing? Please? No, I didn't get it. Oh, that was so close to being an absolutely delicious start for me. Sadly, a little bit of miss micro on my part. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop at 4 Reapers. I think that's the exact time you want to stop with this. And then I'm going to go in again. Now, this barracks is going to give me vision. This barracks is basically going to tell me where I should jump in. That's what this barracks is for right now. Okay, so he's waiting over there as expected. He does have the bunker. I think we can go for a jump in over here, actually. Looks like it's going to be okay. Got to be careful with this one. Almost managed to micro it out of harm's way. Sadly, not going to happen. If I'm good enough, I can maybe get both of these fast units. Oh, we actually did. Holy... Yo, that was nice. And now he's going to have to be forced to pull his SCVs, probably. He's going to do that. We can go for a little bit of a juke here. Get another SCV on the way out. Now, we are going to lose these, but in the end, I would say that it was... well, oh, it's a starport too. Hold on a second, guys. I was going to say an okay amount of damage, but now I think it... Well, no, it's still going to be okay, right? Because I killed a lot of stuff. He made the bunker. He pulled a lot of SCVs. My command center is a little faster than his, unless he already planted it down. I could be wrong about that. If he has the command center down already, then we're going to be probably slightly behind. If he didn't have it down, which is what I thought it was initially, then we're going to be, yeah, either even or legit like 2% ahead or something like that. Like very negligible, right? Now, what is my follow-up going to be? That is the question. I don't want this to die. I mean, I really like going for speed banshees these days, but he has been pretty good against that. Actually, I'm going to go for another scout. Let me just quickly check the status on the command center. Oh, okay, that is beautiful to see. He should be able to kill this, I think. But it's not always that easy to micro Hellions because they have such a long attacks on... delay on their attacks. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, Barracks is back home. I guess we'll put that down over here. Then I'm going to go for a really fast double gas on the natural. Cyclone is going to finish soon as well. Now, it does feel a bit weird for me to jump into a tournament so fast, by the way. Like, I just had breakfast, hopped onto the computer, saw the tournament was happening in like 10 minutes and just signed up. Did like 5 minutes of a resplit warm-up, but it was still quite fast. Oh, okay. Wait, was he... That could be a fake upgrade, but I kind of think it's probably a real upgrade. A lot of people... Oh, I gotta be super careful here. Oh, that's actually... That was nice micro by us. I'm very happy with that one. He does have the medevac, though, so that is potentially gonna be unpleasant. I'm about to get my... That's actually surprisingly fast medevac. I guess he didn't have to make a tech lab, right? So that makes sense. Okay. I think we're just gonna go for it. I do have the 2 cyclones. Yeah, the problem is that he can dodge the lock-ons with... Yeah, exactly. He has a second cyclone coming. That's what I expected. He can dodge the lock-ons by picking up with the medevac. That's the biggest problem here. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. He's gonna do his best to micro. I think it's gonna be in a pretty okay trade here because it's just hard for... Oh, no. Oh, no, those lock-ons. Please don't boost. Okay, thank goodness he didn't have a boost. We actually got the Cyclone. Wow. Okay, our Banshee is going ham, by the way, in his natural. I hadn't showed it, but there we go. That Banshee is going to do a pretty crazy amount of damage at the same time. I got speed on this too. I don't know if he went for another cyclone or what he built. I saw a unit there. I'm not quite sure what it was. Oh, it's a tank. Okay, oh yeah, this thing is gonna go ham. Also, the Banshee appears to have been a fake. He has one cyclone left, I believe. So let's be very careful for that. This Banshee is doing absolutely fantastic work, by the way. There we go. Let's kill those. There's potential that he's gonna try to catch this Banshee with the medevac at the bottom side. And for that reason, I'm not gonna evacuate the Banshee yet. Right? Like, I think he's probably waiting here, either with the full medevac or with just a cyclone or something like that. So I'm gonna keep that Banshee there for now. And I'm gonna go fly into the natural with my next two Banshees. Now, I would say that it's a pretty decent situation for us. The problem is that the Raven... Actually, he did use energy on the Ravens, so that's good. But Ravens have so much value in the big fights that I think if he gets to push us, we're gonna be in trouble. And at the same time... Oh, okay, what was that? Okay, that's it. Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about, basically, right? Okay, so he's going to push us. I'm going to be in here. Okay, I'm going to have to kill that Cyclone ASAP. Is he going to repair it? He totally could. And then we're going to be... Okay, not screwed. Okay, that was pretty freaking scary what I just did. Now we have to stand in front of our base and just try to get big lock-ons here. Okay, he's gonna go for an interference matrix. Actually, do not really mind that at all. He's gonna try and siege the tanks. Yeah, I think we are not gonna get out of this alive, unfortunately. This Banshee, he made another Cyclone as well. That's a good move by him. And this is the kind of stuff that Nicorakt is really good at. Just like these pushes that other Terran players wouldn't do, just at a very annoying timing. I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, we actually got it! No way, and we lived! Okay, that was a freaking spy ops mission. Alright, I don't think we're gonna be able to get out of this though, sadly. He doesn't have... Actually, we do have more workers than him, I think, which is kind of insane. I am about to get Cloak as well, but the problem is he's just gonna have more Cyclones. Yeah, I guess maybe what I could have done is go for a second starport fast or something like that. I think it could have been the right idea. Oh, that Raven is gonna die. Two of those Ravens are gonna die, actually. Okay, so now we're gonna be able to get in here. Let me pull back this Cyclone if I can. We can actually pull back that Cyclone, which is very nice. We saved both of these Cyclones, by the way, guys. That is absolutely massive. He's not paying attention. He's gonna lose that Cyclone as well. There is a Raven auto turret back there. Don't want that to kill my stuff, of course. Let's drop a couple of thingies. And, I mean, saving those two Cyclones especially was pretty freaking massive. It did suck for me that I ran into his freaking army on the move out. Like, that was definitely a little painful. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this tank is gonna do. He's gonna drop. Can I repair that? Probably not. That's a bit annoying. We did kill one of the Ravens, though. Might get another one. If we can kill the Cyclone, too, I'm locked onto the medevac right now, which is massive. There we go. So the medevac is gonna die. I'm gonna be able to snipe this Cyclone. Okay. Does he? I don't think he has Ravens left, guys. Does he have Ravens left? I don't think he does. That's another Cyclone that's going to be able to be killed. Let's see. Can we get that? I think we barely can. He does have an auto turret that he can drop. He's going to be able to snipe one Banshee with that. And now we're going to have to resaturate the natural and go across the map, of course. Let's see. I don't know what he's building. He doesn't have energy for an auto turret. He does have two Marines, which... Actually, one thing that's kind of funny. It sounds really dumb. But it's harder to micro Banshees against Marines when they have speed because they go back too fast. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's easier to micro them when they don't have speed yet, against the Marines specifically. Okay, so here we go. We are over here. That's a lot of Cyclones I have, by the way. Raven is gonna fall as well, most likely. Gotta be super careful. I do have one. Oh my goodness, the Cloak actually saved it. No way. That is brutal. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna keep kiting here because these are so low HP. Okay, no GG is called. Hey, guys, this was an absolutely crazy clutch, wasn't it? I feel like we were so dead at some point. Oh, let's scroll forward a little bit, okay? So this is when he pushes to my main base. I lose 1 million SCV. Let's look at what the situation is here now. He is up 6 SCVs. I'm gonna lose this tank as well. He's going up to 3 barracks already. Look at the income difference here as well, especially the gas. Well, that's mostly because I was pulling my SCVs back and forth and stuff. But this was an absolutely crazy clutch. And no GG as well makes it just a little bit sweeter, I'll be honest. It's I don't blame anyone for not GGing, especially because this must have been a very frustrating series for him. But for me, it does make it 5% sweeter to win. But winning 2-0 against Nicorakt, the Terran player that I did mention, 4th best Terran in Europe. I have been struggling with his style a lot because he's so aggressive, so good at those pushes. This game, I really thought we were doomed, honestly, but I really wanted to try my best and we actually get it done. That's a fantastic first series. The next one is probably against Bjorn. Very scary. Let's do it. Okay, the first game against the former world champion is on Incorporeal. Now, first game, I'm gonna do something extremely experimental, and this might look incredibly stupid, but I kind of like the idea, and when I like an idea, I tend to play better, so maybe that makes it a good idea, I guess. I'm gonna go for Proxy 2-Rax Marine. And I know that doesn't sound like that is a build at all against Terran, because Reapers just kind of counter that. Even with Proxy 4-Raxes and stuff, it's not usually a good idea against Terran. But we are playing on a map, a very rare map. You guys might remember this from some of my Reaper Cheese videos where I talked about it. This map has no Reaper jump cliff into the main base. Well, here, but that's the front. So I think I might be able to get some kind of contain off, and that would be freaking awesome. Now, I was informed that I'm actually very unfortunate with the week that I decided to sign up in, because apparently they rotate weekly which players have the server advantage, basically, because there's no real fair server between Europe and Korea. It's always favored one way or the other, albeit slightly. But this is apparently the Korean favored week, so I'm gonna have to play against Beyond while proxy raxing every game on US West, which is pretty rough to micro Reapers and stuff on. Now, historically, actually quite interesting, because Beyond is known as, you know, the other Reaper guy, together with me from back in the day. Almost a decade ago at this point, actually. We're getting old. My most success against him with cheeses has, I believe, come from Proxy Reaper. I feel like whenever I did Proxy Marauder, for example, it didn't actually go that well for me, but with Proxy Reaper, I did get some success against him, so I guess we'll see. Now, I do feel like I made a bit of a mistake here by not walling off my base. That is definitely very questionable. I guess we'll see if that comes into play later on. Now, I can show up with my first Marine, very simply for the reason that one Reaper beats a Marine, so I would just lose the Marine to the first Reaper, so I'm gonna have to go with 2. Now, I do need to get a factory at home ASAP in case he decides to go for the YOLO pass, so I guess we'll see how this is gonna go. I'm actually not quite sure yet. Let's see what his response is going to be. Okay, so he's just gonna go for normal stuff. He's probably really surprised to see that I have a freaking Marine. I'm actually gonna go... Oh, wait, stop paying attention! Oh my goodness, that's so close. He's trying to get into the... Guys, this is not the start that I was expecting. I didn't think we were gonna do damage here. I thought we were gonna... Oh, I almost sniped it. I thought we were gonna do damage later on. This is incredibly weird. Okay, I mean, I'll take it, honestly. This is the opposite of what I thought was gonna happen. If he's not paying attention, he's gonna lose that too. Oh my goodness, that is such crazy damage! What on earth just happened? I actually have no idea. Okay, listen, this is what I thought was gonna happen. He was gonna bunker up, and I was going to make a bunker here and just contain him forever. Instead, we just did an insane amount of damage with running Marines into his base, which makes absolutely zero sense, by the way. But, I mean, that's how it went, so I guess, you know, I'm not gonna complain about it. Good experiment so far. Can I one-tap that? I can one-tap that. Oh, he's gonna try to snipe the SCV, I guess. Let's see if I can do a little bit of... Oh, that's actually a really good SCV surround there. Very nice. There we go. And we're gonna kill off that Reaper. I don't even know how he got past here. Was I... Is there a Reaper cliff on this map? I must have just been late with those Reapers, I guess. Not quite sure. Oh, this one should have been going for a scout. That's my bad. And now I'm gonna place my Marines strategically. Remember to put my camera hotkeys. I do tend to forget about that when I proxy barrack sometimes. But okay, that is a very welcome start. Absolutely nothing to complain about there. Now, I would kind of expect him to go for Cyclones here. I suppose we'll see what's going to happen. I'm going to go for a similar follow-up. He still has his bunker up, interestingly enough. Let's see. He's making a lot of Marines. Okay. Ooh. Cyclones with mag field. Okay, that... I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that. I think I need to get Macfield myself in that case. I can also go for a tank. Okay, I can also go for a tank myself. Yeah, Macfield is basically going to make it so that his Cyclones are going to beat my Cyclones. That is the problem right there. Yeah, he has one Cyclone. These are chilling here for now. I didn't see a starport yet, but the starport might come online later. I do have more Cyclones than him. I think I actually need to keep making Cyclones now. Yeah, this is a little bit annoying, because I'm not going to be able to afford my Banshee speed upgrade. I'm just going to go for... Okay, looked like he was coming back, but he didn't. I'm just going to go for a quick check. That's the idea with this Hellion. Let's see what we can find over here. You might have cancelled that. That is another... or a starport and another tech lab unit building. Oh, I didn't even realize that the SCV was low. I thought he would have been back here already. I was just going here to scout. Because I could have killed some SCVs on the way out. Should be able to get that one, I think. Yeah, okay. Wait, this Hellion has 4 kills? Oh, right, the Reaper and the SCV from the start. Yeah, okay. I was like, how? Like, what happened there? Now, he is probably making a Raven. Could also be a Banshee, of course. Now, I am getting my mag field. Actually, I don't want to show these Cyclones. I think there's a low HP Marine at this watchtower, right? Because my Marine was battling earlier. Oh, it's actually a high HP Marine. Okay, well then. Maybe I can just reveal one. I don't know how big the vision of that watchtower is. Let's see. Do we see anything with these? We don't see anything. I guess I can send this all the way around. See how that is going to go. He wasn't building Cloak, so that is important to keep in mind as well. Yeah, I'm mostly afraid of a drop more than anything else, but it could also just be a simple Raven. I think it's more likely that it's a Raven, actually. So maybe I should just move forward with my units and see. Yeah, I do have mag field on the Cyclones now, which is going to be very nice. I want to guess that he cancelled his. I wasn't able to see his Cyclone, but I'm pretty sure that he just cancelled his. Probably go forward with these a little. Actually, I don't really want to use the Marine for that either, but... yeah, tough decisions. This is just TVT in a nutshell. It's just like you always have to choose whether you go forward. Like, there's always some risks that are going to end up having to be taken. Oh, there we go. We're going to snipe that Raven. Indeed, Raven is going to fall. Beautiful. Okay. I mean, so far we are kind of obliterating him. I can't really put it any other way. I don't want to sound braggy, you know, but it's just what's going on right now. Let's see. Cyclones are at home. I wouldn't... dude, I'm so tempted to go for... I'm just going to go factories here. I was tempted to go for Sky Terran, but I think I'm just going to make mass Cyclones instead, because why not? Get a thingy over here. He does have 2 Cyclones in his natural, which is a little bit annoying. Hey, I can do something freaking nuts and wait for 3 Banshees instead of the usual... what are you doing here? And wait for 3 Banshees instead of the more usual 2. You usually wait for 2, so you can one-shot stuff. SCVs in particular, and Marines. But if I wait for 3, I can kill the Cyclones. And then maybe he's just cooked. That is the idea. Okay, I'm gonna go for a scan in the main base. He does have 3 CC. Okay, the Cyclones are over there. He's waiting in the middle. I hate the fact that he's waiting in the middle. Because I want to dive the Cyclones really badly. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna scan here. He's gonna go for a turret. Okay, interesting. There we go. Let's kill this. 4 SCVs should be the, yeah, whatever I can get, right? What do I need to be scared for now? Probably some kind of drops, maybe? Not 100% sure what I need to be scared of. I'm gonna make a sensor tower. Probably a couple turrets in the main base would be nice. Yeah, the follow-up here feels a little awkward. I would have preferred if this stayed an active game, but sadly, not what happened here. Okay, I'm gonna go towards the main base now. Let's see what he has over here. I don't know where the Cyclones are, annoyingly enough. I would love to see the Cyclones, but I don't know where they are. Let's see, does he have turrets? He does have 1 turret at least. Okay. I don't know, yeah, where are the Cyclones? I guess he's waiting in the natural. He's probably scared to be sniped. Ooh, a little bit of a mistake there by me. Oh, double mistake by me, sadly. Can I cloak these and escape? I can maybe escape with 2 of them if I'm lucky. No. Crap, that is very bad. Can't lie about it. Lost Cyclones, lost the Banshees. I think we are now in a position where we could totally die to an attack. Also, this was a mining gas. Oh man, everything just fell apart like that. Do I have units left? I do still have a decent amount of units left, luckily for me. Oh, that was unfortunate. Yeah, I couldn't find the Cyclones, and then I wasn't paying attention at the front, so my stuff got caught, and then I looked. And now, all of a sudden, we have found ourselves into a pretty strong losing position, I would say. Now, he did use his Raven energy, so he's not going to have as many interference matrices. He's also playing extremely campy, which is a bit annoying for me. Like, if I went for a more economic approach, this would have been pretty chill. But since I am playing, you know, I want to play very aggressive and catch his stuff, this is very annoying for me. He's also over here already. I mean, I guess I can siege these. Probably get a nice easy kill over there. I'm gonna start making Vikings myself. Okay, that SCV falls. That is nice. Did I see a drop moving out? He has medevacs, but I think they are probably the first 2 medevacs. Could be wrong on that, but that's the vibe that I was getting. I'm gonna go for Blue Flame over here. He is trying to move forward on this side. I'm gonna siege my tanks in range. See if I can maybe get some sneaky pickles here. That's the idea. Yeah, that's quite nice. Okay, so the tanks are gonna get some shots off. Actually, a very nice fight over here, I have to say. surprisingly good fight. There we go. Now, I don't really want to lose these. I'm going to run out of vision here, sadly. Okay, get some lock-ons here. Maybe get the medevacs. Okay, we do get one of those medevacs. That is pretty nice. Okay. I have 100 supply, but most of it is in production, and I'm low on gas. It's so unfortunate that we had such a bad sequence of events earlier, because I really think that we would have been... Yeah, just straight up in a really good spot. Like, I can put it either way. Like, I don't think we would have been in a, you know, we can end the game very soon spot, but we were definitely in a good lead and we would have been able to play aggressive. I mean, just imagine if we had 4 more Banshees and 3 more Cyclones. That's basically, you know, what it comes down to. Let's see, I need some armories as well. I think I'm just going to go for one. Gonna make a sensor tower here. Yeah, the biggest problem is that my army is not the kind of army that you can fight a sieged position with. So if he ever gets a siege off, then we're just gonna have to abandon that, which is extremely painful. He does have 1-1 already. That's gonna make those Marines quite strong against me. I guess making Banshees consistently is a good idea. Not that many Vikings, right? So it's very possible that he went for a drop at some point somewhere. Let's see, is he just sitting over here? That's what I expected, yeah. Okay, so yeah, my upgrades are going to be very far behind, unfortunately. Oh, that is a very nice catch, though. Oh, actually, just a little bit too early. You saw that? If I was 5 seconds later, that would have been freaking perfect. Absolutely perfect, but sadly for me, I wasn't, so... See, his army over here. His army's not over here. Let's try to rebuild this. Now we are going to get some damage done in this base over here. Marauders don't do that much damage to Hellions, luckily for me. Now, let's see. Can I walk around? That is the question. I don't see his army. That means that he could be going for a drop or a move somewhere. My supply is 161, which really is very decent. I think I'm going to morph... So I'm going to seize this one over here, make a turret as well. Going to morph those into Hellbats already. I don't know how many Ravens he had left from his earlier fight. I want to guess that he has all of them, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, let's see. That's too many tanks for me to go into, sadly. I do have enough... okay, let's siege over here. I do have enough... what's it called? Vikings that I can just do this. Seems to be something nearby. Gotta be a little careful with this. I don't know where the Ravens are. Yeah, this is really annoying for him. The air superiority, right? Look at this, beautiful. Oh, maybe he can snipe that Raven too, actually. He's gonna run out of freaking detection. There we go. He did have one more scan. I don't know where the army is exactly for him. I think it might be sneaking up on me right now. Where's the army? There's the army. Okay, we found it. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh, I need to go back with these. Where did the Hellions go, man? I'm actually not sure what happened there exactly. Oh, that is... No, I unseized the tank! Oh, no. It's falling apart a little bit here, guys. My old hands can't keep up with his also old hands. It sounds kind of disrespectful, but like I said, guys, we were at our peak about a decade ago. It's been a good while, okay? It's been a good while. Now, I went back. I'm attacking my own gas, which is obviously not intended. Is he attacking over here? He is not attacking over here. Once again, big problem is that he has really good upgrades, so that means that if I am not sieged, I'm not in position, then the trades are going to be rough. Okay, I'm gonna send my tanks the other way in case he's attacking over here. Don't see an attack for now. That did eventually die. Let's see, I'm gonna send a couple of Hellions to the bottom left side. I do have plus 1 attack now, which is pretty nice. I mean, it's not a huge amount of upgrades compared to his 2-2, of course, but it's just... Oh, wait, this could be insane. Let's see. Okay, there's a drop over there. Oh, yes, look. Woo! That's exactly what I was going for. Okay, so we caught a drop. I think it should be okay, actually, for sure. Oh, sadly for me, that was already a planetary. Let's see. I'm going to have to siege this one a little closer. Yeah, the upgrades on the Marines are pretty sick. Let's see. There we go. The Banshee's going to be able to clean that up now. Where did his army go? He could have gone... Oh, my tank felt like dying, apparently. So it's going to succeed at that, unfortunately for me. Okay, let's see. I feel like I should get a couple tanks over here. Just going to keep making stuff. Oh, my goodness. Does he have 3-3? No, I guess the Banshees just don't do a lot of damage at all anymore. Once you get to... where is the army? I need to find it. When you get to armor upgrades, right? Okay, I think I'm going to get a couple factories over here. Get another sensor tower as well. Another drop it to the main base. Yeah, this really is a big problem of the upgrades, guys. You can't really keep following him around. I did know that he was most likely going to try certain YOLO plays, because that is his vibe, but... Yeah, this is going to be incredibly painful. These Hellbats are not going to be very efficient at cleaning this up at all, but they are sadly just the units that I have to sacrifice right now. He found the right path to YOLO through as well, unfortunately for me. I do have a reasonable position down here. I did kill a lot of his army, so maybe this is a counter-attackable situation. I'm not 100% sure if it is. That's a pretty decent fight there, actually. Let me run those to the next side. Yeah, the upgrades, definitely a big problem here. Man, it sucks. The thing is, I really went for an aggressive style, and then I messed up so hard, and that really cost me a whole lot, right? That's the big problem. Okay, let's see. He has a lot of Thors now as well. Oh, he's gonna lose a lot of units there. That is nice. So the thing is, his army is never going to be... Like, siege tanks are going to kill everything on the ground forever, basically. Okay? Siege tanks are going to own everything on the ground, no matter what stage you're in the game, in TVT. There's no counter for siege tanks on the ground. But he can just keep running around and being annoying, right? Basically, right? And that's where I kind of run out of counters. Okay, he stimmed away there, so you could tell that he wanted to go for it. There's a very annoying freaking Marauder at the top side. I don't know if you guys can tell. Actually, maybe it ran into the planetary already. I think it did, actually, yeah. There we go. Okay, so this base is gonna die. Gonna siege these over here. Start making a bunch of Vikings. Actually, might be a good idea for me to go for Liberators here. Let's see. Okay, so he's still chilling around. Is he going for air yet? Maybe not. Actually, he does have Thor, so I'm not quite sure about the Liberator angle. I guess we would have to see. Ooh, didn't mean to move that far forward. I guess the Hellbats are always going to be relatively expendable, so it's not the biggest issue ever, but... Oh, I think we can kill that, right? Yeah, we can kill that. Pretty decent defense here for me. Oh, no, I didn't get the servos upgrade. Oh, man. A lot of nasty mistakes here, guys. I can't lie about it. A lot of nasty mistakes for sure. Let me land this over there. Okay. Guess I'll just siege this guy. I think this is the medevac with the drops, most likely. Okay, he's going to lose a couple units. He's probably going for a counterattack again, if I had to guess. Let's see, did he go for... No, okay, I saw Thors there. So he's probably still chilling at home at this point. How is my eco looking? It's looking okay, I would say. Yeah, he was indeed trying to... I think that's probably why he's camped. He wanted to see if I was over here. Okay, I hope... If my planetary does well... No! Dude, that is... Okay, I'll be honest, we are making some mistakes. We're also getting very unfortunate with a lot of these timings, guys. I have to say it. Holy cow. These freaking random unsieges, the misclicked unsieges as well. This is not normally how you want it to go. That is one thing that is safe to say. Okay, he's just going to go in here. It's actually going to be a pretty good trade here for me. That is going to get cleaned up very efficiently. I did get my +2 attack. I'm getting my Hellions behind this mineral line over here. I'm gonna try to get a siege into his base. Okay, yeah. The biggest problem that I have now is that I think my tank count... Oh, he's actually gonna go for it. Okay, that's quite surprising. No, he's not. Okay, he changed his mind. I was gonna say that is probably not what you want to be doing here. Gotta be really careful with these. Okay, so that's another counterattack looming. I'm gonna siege one tank over here. I think this tank, it is time for me to move over. Let's see if he did retake this in the meantime. He has retaken that watchtower, sadly, for me. Okay, so he's still chilling around here. It's looking like a pretty obvious counterattack from his side. I'm going to try to get my Hellbats in here. That is... Oh, it's actually a tank. For some reason, I thought it was a planetary the moment I got attacked. Yeah, I don't know if I can actually deal with this without going back. I think we might have to go for a bit of a YOLO break here, which is never the situation you want to be in, but it is what it is. We are going to actually get a pretty nice break here. That is really nothing to complain about. But he is pushing through at the same time. I think he has 3-3 already, yeah, and that is going to be it for game number 1. On one hand, very enjoyable game for me, personally. On the other hand, definitely a bit of a shame because, like, yeah, I didn't lie about it at the time. We really freaking owned him with this build. Like, it was a completely experimental build. Very out there for a TVT. But then I just had, like, I don't know what it was, maybe like 20-30 seconds where I slipped a little bit, and that was a very bad moment. If you look at the situation now, we are only up 1 SCV, but we have this base fully landed. He has just finished his second barracks, and my factories are finishing at the same time, which is a very good sign. I still have 3 Banshees, 4 more Cyclones as well. Yeah, once again, I wouldn't say that we were in a massively winning position, but we we were definitely winning over here. As you can see, 14 supply up. And sadly for me, a moment of inattention really cost me this. And that is honestly what happens a lot in TVT. Yeah, look at this. 3 Cyclones are going to die. 2 Cyclones are going to die, actually. But then here I wasn't looking, took a lot of damage from the auto turrets, didn't dive the Cyclones. This could have been a win at the same time. Let me just confirm to make sure that I'm not crazy. If I was paying, yeah, okay. If I was paying attention here, I think we wouldn't win the game, but we kill the 2 Cyclones and we get out. Then we can maybe get the tanks and we're even more winning. So this really was the most crucial moment of the game. It's unfortunate, but I'm not going to give up yet. Let's go to game number 2. Game number 2 is going to be on Persephone, and this game we're going to go with the Proxy Reaper. I think I mentioned it previously in the last game where Proxy Reaper did better for me against him historically than Proxy Marauder. I think Proxy Marauder, if I would say this to a pro gamer, they would understand what I mean. I think the audience, you guys, might not understand what I mean when I say that Proxy Marauder is a very Korean build. It's like Koreans always tended to do more of these technical cheeses where you need to know like all the responses and stuff, where European pro gamers more like to just figure out one build and make it perfect, right? And all these like in-between cheesy builds, that's more the Korean territory. It always was. So I guess he's just way better at Proxy Marauder than me and at defending it and stuff. So we're gonna leave it there. Whereas Proxy Reaper is really gonna come down more to the micro. And also the decision-making, of course. I mean, I guess we'll see how this is gonna go. Now, I don't know if we can have a better start than we had last game, to be honest, because the Proxy Marine against Beyond of all people, like in a TVT, right? Like that's just crazy. I can't believe it worked. And it didn't even work in the way that it was supposed to work. Like, I feel like the way it's supposed to work is already like a 10% chance, and then it worked into like an even way less likely way. So, I don't know. I feel like I just got the 1% game there. Not quite sure if I'm going to repeat that one. Now, I don't know if I like this map. I think it's definitely a worse map than the other map we did Proxy Reaper on, sadly for us. But I mean, that's okay. I guess, you know, it really depends on how it's all going to go. If it's going to go for a Reaper expand, then it's probably going to be pretty alright for us anyway. If it's going to go for a double gas, it's going to be very hard. Now, this server is slightly better for me. It's West, Central, West, with Central being slightly better for me and West being slightly better for him. So this is the one game where I'm going to have favorable ping in this series. And I think I'm going to use that with my Reapers, hopefully at least. Now, I don't think I've been scouted yet. Since we're not being scouted, I'm going to be chilling here. That's basically how you want to play the Proxy Reaper. If you get scouted, you kind of go immediately. If you haven't been scouted, you wait for 2 Reapers. Let's see if I can get a... Oh, barely not a hit on that jump, unfortunately. Okay, that would have been nice. I need to make sure I get a depot here, of course. And... it looks like it's about to be a double gas. That is not exactly what I wanted to see, unfortunately, for me. I'm gonna take a step back here. Let's see if I can find the Reaper. It's not gonna work out here, I think. Let's see. No. Oh, wait, it's a second Reaper? Oh, no. Oh. Okay, I see what happened. That is really unfortunate, guys. I don't know if you guys realized it. I realized a little bit too late, unfortunately. My brain registered 2 units. And it's impossible for him to have 2 Reapers with a normal build. But he went for a 2x Reaper, so he had the 100% blind counter to my build, and I didn't realize. I mean, realistically, like I mentioned, yeah, sorry guys, I wish this could be more climactic, but this is what it's gonna be. Realistically, I should lose this 100% 2x Reaper, Proxy 2x Reaper against 2x Reaper in home. If you guys want to see the difference, you can see it here. He has 2 more SCVs, factory already building. I'm nowhere near a factory. He already has the extra depot as well. I can just never do anything here, but I always like to have the chance to make it work, so I wish I realized that the second unit was a Reaper. I could have backed off, and then maybe we can make something from it. But yeah, this was just a 100% blind counter. I think Beyond probably had a good idea that maybe on a the game with better ping, I would be doing something like this. Sadly, pretty terrible end to the video, especially after that last banger, after the first series, of course, but still had a great time, and that's going to be it for today. Proxy Marine worked majestically against Beyond, Proxy Reaper worked majestically against Nicorruct, and Proxy Marauder worked probably the best of all against Nicorruct. Beat the rank 4 Terran in Europe 2-0, almost took a game of Beyond here, which is something that I've done more frequently with these stupid builds, so he's probably pretty tired of me already, but that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.